We can identify two groups of people in the world: donors and recipients. Those who give and those who take, those who want to receive, those who want for themselves, and those who distribute. Freely they give without expecting to be recognized. The Word of God shows us that these two groups of people constantly interact in the world, and you are one of them. You are in one of these groups. You know friends and relatives that are in these groups, and you can see the effects of each of these groups in people's lives. So there are those who are takers and those who are receivers. They are always looking for an opportunity to take something for themselves, to benefit, to receive. These people think that the world belongs to the smart ones and the world owes them something and must think about them first. The old saying, I come first, and other different sayings that reflect the same mentality. So these people tend to center their lives around them. They are people who are always not trusting in people, looking down on people, thinking about how can I get something out of this person. They are like this. People who act like this in an aggressive way, those who go forward and they want to remove. This ranges from scammers to those business people who are aggressive, think only about themselves and about taking from the customer or the supplier for them, even to those who don't want to work, but they want to receive. They think that the government owes them something or society owes them something. They think that somebody has to stretch their hands out to them because they don't have. They're always thinking about receiving. May your kingdom come, your kingdom come. Always like this. This group of people, I don't need to say that they are bitter, they are not good for society or even for themselves. They are always going towards things and they are never satisfied, or always bitter, saying the world does not help them enough. The child who says, "You don't help me, father," or telling the mother, the parent can give everything, but it's never enough for the child. Is the husband complaining about the wife and vice versa? Is the collaborator at the company complaining about the employer and vice versa? The person is always complaining that somebody did not give what they deserve. And they even complain about God. How many become an atheist? Because they say, God didn't give me what I wanted. When I needed, He didn't give me, so I'm not going to seek Him anymore. They only want God to receive, to serve themselves from Him. And when God did not answer their desires and whims, they say, God does not exist. And that's how many treat people in the world, how many they remove others from their social circles because they did not meet their expectations. You didn't help me when I needed. They remove the person from their social circle. You, for me, died. Don't talk to me anymore because when I needed you, you didn't help me. They think everyone must serve them. And if they don't do so, then they're not good for them. Someone is only good while serving. You might know somebody like this. I'll even dare to say that you find this person every day when you look at yourself in the mirror. Some who are listening to me, you are facing this person every day on the mirror. Well, that's not a way of living. This is not a way to lead a life. You to be a taker, a receiver, one who takes advantage of others, someone who only expects what you can benefit from them. You should not live like this. The word says the following, Proverbs 11:24. There is one who scatters, one who gives, one who freely gives, yet increases more. And there is one who withholds more than is right, but it leads to poverty. This verse speaks of these two groups of people. The one who withholds more than is right. Of course, we need to hold something that is more than is right for us. We need to pay our bills. We need to sustain ourselves without being a burden to anyone in this world. The least that a human being owes to himself, to themselves, or to family members and the society that they live in is not to be a burden to others, if possible. For you to not be a burden to someone, then this is your obligation. If you have help, you have your mental faculties, physical capabilities. Some even are disabled, but they don't accept to be a burden to others. I know that some who are disabled, they need to depend on someone, but they have a reason to depend on someone. But many, even with their disabilities, they try to do more than when they were healthy with their body. So don't be a burden to others, to your parents, family, society, government. Don't be a burden to anyone. On the contrary, contribute. Now, the other group, which scatters, this is the group that originates in the Spirit of God. For God is like this. Jesus said, "Give and it will be given to you." He taught us that the best way to live, the happiest way to live, is to be in the donor group. Better is to give than to receive, Jesus said. Better is to give than to receive. Why? Just try it. Just do a test. When you give something to someone, when you benefit somebody, you are happier than the person who received it. This is proved by science. The body itself reacts with chemical reactions. When you give of yourself, when you make someone else happy because of what you've done or you gave to them. This is a proof of that. So you are happier when you give. But this goes against our human nature, because our human nature thinks, if I give, there will be less for me. I need to take care of myself first. This is the human nature, but the divine nature is this one that teaches, give and it will be given to you. Don't be concerned about that. You need to give. And believe, as you are giving, it will return to you some way, somehow. From the person you gave? Most probably not. Most probably, you will not come back from the hand that you gave, to whom you gave. You will come back in another way. It's God who will provide a way to balance your account. He is the one who makes sure that it returns to your hand. It's His word. It will be given to you. So what you need to learn, to train yourself, is to be a donor. For you to give. Don't worry about receiving, worry about giving. And to give, you need to have a place to get it from. And where you will get it from? This is the secret. When God is your source is unlimited, will never end. When you are connected, when you are plugged in God, you always have what you give, because you don't give from what you have. You give what you received from Him. You receive from Him, He gives you, and you give to others. So you will never end, will never lack for you, as long as you are plugged in God. I saw a comment from an artist who became depressed, and he was somebody tried to justify his depression saying the following: it's because you gave too much of yourself and now you are depressed. Depression is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you were strong for a long time and now you fell. So if he was strong and he gave as long as he had, it's because the source was himself. But as long as your source is God, it's unlimited. This is the secret of the donors, because they never run out, run short. As much as they give, so more they have to give.
Did you like this? Would you like to hear it again? Listen to it as many times as you need until this content becomes part of you. Don't forget to leave your like, comment, and share. See you next time.